Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Casa D18 Studios channel. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I greatly appreciate it. And it's time, once again, to step into the war zone. That's right, it's time for another edition of the Weekly Acquisition Report, the show where I, the Renegade, show you, the viewers, the latest additions to my ever growing movie library. This week, pawn shop finds. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of The War Zone, the weekly acquisition report, the show where I, the Renegade, show you, the viewers, the latest additions to my ever growing movie library. And as I said in the introduction, this week it's another week of pawn shop finds. Now, I've been to this particular pawn shop up in my local area once before, had decent success, hadn't been there for a couple months, as unlike a thrift store, pawn shops don't really restock and get replenished all that much. So you got to let a little bit of time go. Went in there a couple days ago. They had Blu-rays for $2, DVDs for 50 cents. Now, I didn't get any DVDs this time. I may go back and see what they've got there while they're still 50 cents. But I did grab some Blu-rays. Got a stack of about 11 titles here that we're going to go through. Let's check them out. First up, American Sniper. Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller. Blu-ray DVD digital combo pack. I don't know if the digital code works. I'm not expecting it to, but you never know. Bradley Cooper, I enjoy some of his work. We just recently discussed him in A Star is Born, which I'll link that up here if you missed that review. We also recently talked about him this month as we discussed Failure to Launch with Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker. I'll link that review up here as well. And then, of course, he's probably best known these days from the Hanover trilogy, which I have yet to cover, as well as being the voice of Rocket Raccoon in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise within the MCU. I haven't seen American Sniper yet, but I have heard very, very good things about it. So I'm curious and looking forward to giving that a watch. Also got Unfriended Dark Web. Now, I've seen the original Unfriended, and it definitely had my interest. I wasn't familiar with the sequel. I didn't even know it had a sequel. So when I saw it sitting there, grabbed it. What the hell? Again, Blu-ray digital. Don't know if the digital works. You know, it's always a crapshoot when you find things secondhand like this. But if I'm able to get the digital code to work also, even better. The digital code alone is probably worth the $2 I spent. Also, while we're discussing horror movies, I found Black Christmas, the original 1974 version with John Saxon in it. Of course, in the horror community, John Saxon is probably best known for portraying Heather Langenkamp's father in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. So I'm definitely curious to check this out. Collector's edition. It's got double artwork when you open it up. There's a whole other I thought that was pretty cool when I opened it, checking out the double-sided art. Not sure which one I'm going to have displayed yet, so for right now I'm just going to have it the way I found it. I found Snatched with Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn. Now, I know Amy Schumer can be quite the polarizing individual, but I've always found her comedy to be freaking hilarious. Goldie Hawn, one of the original, for lack of a better term, don't shoot me here, blonde bimbo actresses. So seeing the two of them paired together, I know it's going to be hilarious. I'm so looking forward to checking this out. Again, it says it's Blu-ray, digital, DVD. Don't know if the code works. We'll find out once I go and try to scan it. This Means War. I picked this up simply because the cast was intriguing to me. You got Reese Witherspoon, Chris Pine, and Tom Hardy. Definitely caught my attention. Chris Pine, I enjoyed him in Wonder Woman. And I also enjoyed him as the new Captain Kirk in the Star Trek reboot movies. Reese Witherspoon, adore her. I can't think of a movie I've seen with her in it yet that I didn't enjoy. Tom Hardy is honestly the big question mark for me in this one, as I know him as Bane, and he was okay as Bane, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to give this a watch, but like I said before, the cast alone intrigued me. I picked up Valentine's Day on Blu-ray. Now I'm not sure 100% if I own this or not already, but with the movie coming up in a couple weeks where I'm going to be watching it and reviewing it on Valentine's Day, figured may as well grab it again just in case. It was only $2, so it's not like I spent 20 on it and then find out I already have it. As if I have a hard time finding it on a streaming service, pop it into my disc player and let it run. All-star cast. I'm looking forward to talking about this film on Valentine's Day. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that review. Found a film called The Island, a Michael Bay film, so you already kind of know what to expect from it there. Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson. Love Ewan McGregor. Think he's awesome. Really got to know him as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequel trilogy. ScarJo, obviously Black Widow. So you've got Obi-Wan and the Black Widow together in a Michael Bay film. My interest has been piqued. I found Black Mass starring Johnny Depp. Now, little spoiler here. This June, Johnny Depp turns 60 years old. And the Casa de 18 Studios channel is going to be doing a month of movies to celebrate this iconic actor's milestone birthday. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a full 30 days or if I'm going to do a partial month for Johnny Depp's birthday, but make sure you stay tuned and find out as we get closer to that month. I got Jamie Foxx and Michelle Monaghan in Sleepless. Again, another Blu-ray DVD digital. Not sure if the code works or not, but we'll give it a try. Jamie Foxx is one of those guys who's always been kind of hit or miss with me. When he's on, oh my God, is he funny? Are his movies amazing? When he misses, they're bad, like bad. So I'm curious to see where this is going to fall on my scale there as far as Jamie Foxx movies goes. I also got a Denzel Washington film, also alongside Chris Pine. So that's two Chris Pine movies I found at the pawn shop. This one is called Unstoppable. It says it's inspired by true events. Interesting. I do enjoy some of Denzel's work. He's an amazing actor. Again, just talked about Chris Pine. But $2, what the hell? I say it all the time when it comes to these shows. $2 is cheaper than a bargain matinee at the theaters. It was cheaper than renting a movie at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, or at least comparable to price. You know, Redbox is about $1.50, and you don't get to keep that. You're only renting it. And here I get to own the movie. So $2 is a really fair price for some of these. Just hopefully they're decent. The last one I got is a Jason Statham film called Safe. Obviously, Jason Statham, the Transporter films come to mind, the Expendable movies come to mind. Never seen it, but I do like some of the stuff I've seen Jason Statham in, so I'm willing to give it a shot. What the hell? So that about wraps it up for this week. What do you guys think of my haul? Have you seen any of these movies? What are your thoughts on Jason Statham in Safe, or Denzel in Unstoppable, or Jamie Foxx in Sleepless? Have you seen Johnny Depp in Black Mass? Have you seen the original Black Christmas? What about Snatched with Amy Schumer? Let me know your thoughts on some of these films in the comment box. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. No spoilers, of course. because we want me to be excited as I go into watching these movies. But I'm curious to know what you think about some of these and if these are some good finds for $2 a pop. Let me know. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here to the Casa D18 Studios channel for another brand new installment of Renegade's Reviews. And we keep going with our chick flicks heading into Valentine's Day. We're going to take a look at Where the Heart Is, starring Natalie Portman, Ashley Judd, Stockard Channing, Joan Cusack, James Frain, Dylan Bruno, Keith David, and Sally Field. And then at the top of the following hour, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as well as over on the Jeff Meacham Network, it'll be time for another edition of The Dads Not Always on Wrestling, as Jeff and I discuss the top 10 musicians that we lost too soon. Now, this episode was originally booked when we were still doing Dads on Fridays. Friday, February 3rd, was the anniversary of the day the music died, the plane crash that tragically took the lives of Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens. So that was the inspiration for this episode. Make sure you tune in at the top of the hour to check out the Dads Not Always on Wrestling and the top 10 musicians that we lost too soon. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, on Renegade's Reviews, on the Jeff Meacham Network, on Dad's Not Always on Wrestling. We got so much content still to come for you here this month. We've got some more chick flicks, some more romantic comedies, and then we make the transition into Black History Month beginning Wednesday, February 15th. So make sure that you tune in for all that stuff. And make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Stat Boy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of unboxing videos, fans of thrift store videos, fans of treasure hunt videos. Anybody you could think of that would enjoy this content in these videos, share it with them. It's the only way we're going to boost up my visibility in YouTube's algorithms so I can eventually get monetized and begin making some money off of this hard work that I've been putting into the channel over the last 2 years. Thank you once again to everyone who's joined me and tuned in today. It means so much more than you'll ever know, and I will see you guys next time.